Verse 5, Jehoshaphat stood in the assembly of Judah and Jerusalem in the house of the Lord before the new court. And he said, O Lord, the God of our fathers, are you not God in the heavens? Are you not the ruler over all the kingdoms and nations? Power and might are in your hand, so that nobody can stand against you. What a prayer. Prayer. God, Lord, are you not the God of our fathers? Are you not the Almighty? He's like reminding God. Did God forget who he was? No. But it's still, the Bible has this place of reminding God. God does not have a poor memory, but he wants you to remind him. Abraham started it when God was going to judge or go down to Sodom and Gomorrah, and he's going to bring judgment. He says to him, Abraham says, shall the judge of the earth do justly? Now, he's reminding God, you're the judge of the earth. You have to do justly. Now, of course, God would only do justly. But he honors being reminded. Moses reminded, God was going to, said, I can bring judgment. Moses said, listen, remember, if you do this, this is going to happen. Well, God knew all that. It says, watchmen on the wall, remind God. Remind God of his promise to Jerusalem until he accomplish it. Don't give him any rest. Keep reminding him. There's something about it. There's something powerful about it. I don't know if you've ever done it. There's something powerful that God honors. It's meaning because you're taking God seriously and you're holding God accountable to his own word. Now, God is going to be true to his word, but there's something about it that we're saying, God, you're taking us, Lord, sometimes you have to say, Lord, this is your issue. If you let this happen, here, this is your name. Lord, I want to do your will, but I need your help to do it. He'll honor that. When I wrote, you know this, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but when I wrote The Harbinger and I finished it, and I had never had a book published, and most books never get published, and I never wrote a book, and someone came up to me who's, deals with business and said, this is how it works, this is how the business works, this is how the publishing industry works, even the Christian, people know you, but they don't know you, and so you have to first brand yourself, make a name for yourself. I said, forget that. We're not doing anything. And I remember it was that week, and then it was about a day or two that I was grieved by it, and about a day or two later, I'm on the plane heading to speak at Promise Keepers in Dallas, and I was actually totally grieved by this. And that's what led to this. And I bowed my head at the airport and I said, Lord, this work, the Harbinger is not mine, it's yours. You're the one in charge. You're responsible. You have to get it out. You don't need agents. You don't even need publishers. You know how to get your word out. You've always gotten your word out. I'm reminding you, Lord, this is your responsibility. You do it. I open up my eyes and a man sitting next to me, and that's the rest of the story. Happens there. Supernatural encounter. The Harbinger goes forth to the America and the world. But it happened with me reminding God. Now, I knew he knew it all, but there's something about it, Lord. Remind him of his word. He knows it, but remind him of his promise. Lord, you said, you promised. I can tell you, if you're a parent, you know that your children never forget your promise to them. Whatever that is, Lord, you said this, but you said this. It's like a law. My 7-year-old's like a lawyer here, but you said this, and this meant this, and at this time, so the party of the first part, you have to come through, and you have to do this. But so how much more, God, you're the child of God. You remind God. He wants to be reminded. But it's not just reminding him. When they're saying these prayers, they're reminding themselves. Lord, are you not the Lord? Are you not the God of our fathers? Are you not the God of the Red Sea? Are you not the Almighty that nobody, God knows it, but he's also, when you say, he's reminding himself. And sometimes, you know how sometimes you're praying with somebody and they're praying, but they're really not quite praying, they're preaching at you. Like, Lord, we know as the righteous shall live by faith, so verily convict my brother that he would have more faith. He needs to know, it's like a commercial in the middle of the prayer. It's really that. Maybe you've done it. You've been praying, but you say some words that are not really for God. It's for the person. You've probably done it. You have a dual. Well, Hezekiah is lifting up this prayer to God, but it's also reminding him, God, you are in charge. You are the God who did this, and this, and nobody can stand against you. I'm remembering that, and that's the God we're coming to. You know, prayer is not getting God to agree with your will. It's praising God, but it's about agreeing with his will. You bring your need, but you agree with his will. On earth as it is in heaven. After saying everything else, it's on earth as it is in heaven. Your will be done.
To find out how you can receive more of Jonathan's teachings, to receive special free gifts, or get in touch, go to hopeoftheworld.org or call toll-free 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821. You can also get more at Jonathan Cahn's Facebook page or write us direct at Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA.